Alright, this is the probably like the fifth time I've tried recording this beginning part, but this is my channel, Super Mario 603, and I'm on Instagram as well. This is going to be my unboxing from my Sonic Model AR900 Classic, or essentially just the Sonic AR900 wing. Yeah, so I'm going to be trying to go through this and try to make it fun, because I think sometimes unboxings can be pretty boring. As you can see, I'm taking out all the stuff that I got with it, and I will go over that stuff later. But for now, we'll see. Obviously, I'm recording over this instead of into it, but we're going to go through all of the parts that come with the classic kit. I got the kit, not the plug and play. And, you know, I thought initially a lot of this stuff was really good out of the box. The foam looked good. I didn't see any wrinkles. Some of the things, now that we're pulling out the nose here, it's 2021. I don't, you know, GoPros have square camera lenses, and the Insta360 is what I use. I'm using the Insta360 1R to record this, and also with the square lens, so I'm probably going to be notching that other one out and seeing if I can make it fit well in this setup. I've read a lot about how wings generally will need a little more weight in the front, and I'm hoping that GoPro will do that trick for me. So I'm hoping this part will kind of go through pretty quick. I don't really like dwelling. I'm probably going to be putting some funny little Wang memes in here. Thanks to Jace. He is from the Maine Drone Society. Dude is classic. He's a riot. I need to. Yeah, he lives so far away. I wish I could see him every day, because he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. So if you are the 603 on the 603 FPV page, or I don't know if the Maine Drone Society has their own Facebook group, but I'm sure they do. Make sure you have your funny bone on, because I'm sure you'll be laughing. The going joke is everything is a wang instead of a wing. So insert meme here. So that being said, you know, I went over this. It looks like, you know, they thought about this pretty well, the setup pretty well. You can find, I'm sure you can find much better unboxings than this. This is the worst review ever. And that's okay. I'm alright with it. They did a really good job getting a wing that can be put together, a production wing that can be put together that's not spec, but, you know, you can see in my left hand, you know, they have little have a place to run your servo wire, your servo lead, and also a patch for it, a cover. So that's huge, and that's amazing timing considering I'm just talking over this. So, but I think at this point I tried to kind of, you know, put it together by hand. It's pretty good. I think 900 millimeters is probably pretty close to like 36 inches. It's a little bit bigger than my Nano Talon for sure. Yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, I'm honest. I'm actually really excited to fly this. I need to get some E6000 glue by the gallon. That'd be nice at this point. You know, a lot of these wings, if you haven't put together a wing before, they are put together with glue, tape, all that fun stuff. Like, it's almost like a NASA spaceship. It's kind of funny. I actually have this skid on the bottom up backwards. I don't know if I realized it soon or not. I don't know, but I was flipping it back and forth. And here are the carbon fiber rods. The packaging is pretty good. As always with the Zod and Sonic model planes, and the EPP foam is great, easy to be painted, it can be easy to be laminated. A wing would just be great to laminate, and there's plenty of 3D printed parts available to get these things kind of customized in the way you want it. But yeah, I think at this point I'm probably pretty close to the end of the plane portion of it. So at some point I'm probably going to stop talking and flip over to the other stuff, which is now. Thank you. So this is all the stuff that's going into the wing, and I'll start with Kershaw Dune. That's what I'll start with. So this is the first non-plug and play or PMP kit that I'm going to build here. I've built other drones, but wings are kind of their own little animal. So we got screws. This size is a 2206 2600 kV motor, and I'm just going to take it out of the bag. Why not? So I modeled this after the specs that kind of came on the plug and play wing, but I love Xylo. I like Xylo motors. They're just clean motors. And you just feel it, and it just feels quality. Nothing feels loose, and they're just nicely made. It's kind of not so heavy, surprisingly. Kind of expected such a motor this size to be bigger. All right, put that off to the side. Metal Gear servos. So that's good. No plastic gears. Let's see what we'll do. So I am going to be putting the Matek X722. I chose this only because it's a little bit smaller, but I'm not gonna actually use the pins on my Nano Talon. I use the pins, and they're all right. These little breadboard pins. They're okay. I'm not gonna take this one out. I don't want to lose anything. I don't know what size cables they are, so I guess I could learn that one. But like the other Matek wing boards, it has a bottom piece, and here is, oh, interesting. So they put the USB, this is USB-C, they put the USB, the on-off switch. Well, that might be the boot button, but this is definitely a buzzer. So the buzzer, they put the buzzer there, and very cool. So this would be, this connector would be likely where your GPS would plug into. I would think either that or maybe an air unit. It's a good question. I'll have to actually look that up. I'm kind of curious because I think I missed that part when I was reviewing what I wanted to. But I'm probably going to solder all the little pieces on this. I think soldering just ends up with a better connection overall. Although I will say I've had several really hard crashes on my Nano Talon, and I mean pretty quite hard, and no issues. Put that off to the side. This is a R9mm. I'm sure everybody's seen it. Just pretty standard receiver, but I'm actually not using the R9 system. I'm using ELRS, or Long Range Systems, maybe. I'm not sure what the acronym is for, but I'm using that on anything now, pretty much everything that I have R9 for. This is a Menace RC antenna. I like these actually a lot. I didn't think originally, I'll take it out of the bag. This is just the external connector. So I put this also on the Talon. I'm sure everybody has their own opinions on antennas, but I like these because they really aren't that bad, but they add a little bit of extra, a little bit of less drag, not extra drag. They reduce drag, and I'm sure that these little cuts usually they'll do that on antennas for tuning. But yeah, these are actually quite good out in the field. I've used it on the wing, and I think that I'm gonna push this little antenna to see if I can go a mile. I haven't, the furthest I've gone so far on this setup with 5.8 gigahertz my Fat Sharks is half a mile. So that is but only, I think it was only with 800 milliwatts. It wasn't super far. This is using a Rush Tank Ultimate. I guess I'm not going to use this antenna connector here. I'm actually got the other one. I believe this one goes up to 800 milliwatts. What it tells us right here. 800 milliwatts is 25, 200, 500. TBS Smart Audio. You can hear my daughter running back and forth. Kind of a dad life thing. This must be part of the wing kit that I must have grabbed. So you get screws and you got your connectors there. It's kind of cool. Stickers. Let's see, for good stuff. Maytech M8Q 583 GPS. I put these on every one of my. There's other GPSs out there, but this one has been very reliable for me, so I stick with it. Plus, it's part of the Maytech family. Why not? I guess this is least important. I didn't know what to get for a. I'll be honest. I really didn't know what to get for an ESC, but I kind of would have liked a minimum of 30 amps, so that's why I got this one. This is solder connectors, which is fine by me. Very long 5-volt connector. But yeah, what picked me up on this one was you have your power in, and these are your leads to go to your motors. The downside, I guess the downside to these is, well, ultimately, if your motor's spinning backwards, I wonder if you can do that in, I think you actually might be able to do that in iNav, or I don't know how many people actually use Betaflight for wings, but yeah, you might be able to flip those. But this has capacitors, which is huge. Capacitors to kind of soak up that electronic noise. I thought that was kind of a great idea. But I haven't tried it. It's a little I don't know. I haven't weighed it. I can go get my scale and weigh it, but it's not too heavy, at least in the hand. And I mean, this, my kid, this thing's not going to be under 250 grams anyway. So sorry, FAA. Did my best. Renacam Phoenix 2. This is one of my favorite. I'll take it out. Did I get? Oh, I got the Joshua Bardwell edition. Ooh, so it's gonna be blue. What can I say? You're gonna learn something today. Not really. This is kind of like a really bad bot grinder video, except with much less swearing. These are pretty full size, but the Phoenix 2, oh man, they make such a good, for an analog camera, these are hard to beat. They really are. I've tried a bunch. I got Cat X-Rotel 2, T-Rex, the cheapo Mobula 6 ones. And, looking at just TVL, when you look at the specs on these things, it's not on the side. And it's actually kind of not on here either. So this one is, I believe these are 1000 TVL. Total vertical lines, and that ultimately kind of gives you an idea of what resolution is, but that doesn't always give you the idea of what the capabilities of the camera are, so it's not something you can always go truly by. But I will say, sometimes the cost and what you pay for don't always match up. Like the Cat X-Rotel, it's very inexpensive but nice camera. But this one I like these. I bought the Luminaire version before. This one's the Joshua Bardwell edition. I'm going to just probably guess that the Bardwell edition probably has Bardwell's tune or setup for the camera, and the Luminaire edition. Actually, I think out of the box, what can I say, you know, it was white. Congratulations, Luminaire. It's white. But the specs on that one, I couldn't tell the difference from that in stock, besides the color. So, yeah, that kind of resolves what I'm putting into my Sonic Model Classic AR Wing 900. I'm actually kind of excited to build this, and probably crash it, but that's okay. That's part of the whole gig. See how this motor does. That's kind of the fun thing about when you build these things, is that you get you always get a chance of it not working out. But you do a little bit of homework, ask some questions. The community for FPV is it's great. It really is. And if you're not asking questions, I apologize for the background noise. If you're not asking questions to your local groups or your non-local groups, even people at Get FPV who, you know, supplied this stuff, even though I paid for it. I don't know if that really works. I was supplied, but I purchased it all with my own money. There's no sponsorships. Yeah, these actually make very kind of expensive fidget spinners, just so you know. All right, end of the video. Thank you.